Hello everyone, Laura K. Buzz here. It is 3:30 in the morning and we are gonna do another not quite live stream. We've just watched through the Bethesda and Devolver press conferences. I suspect this is going to be a fairly quick not quite live stream in that Devolver's is always a little light on game news. It's not what you're there for, so I'm going to skip over most of the Devolver stuff that is fun goofs, because I think that's best enjoyed by yourself. But Bethesda had a very weirdly paced conference. I think there's a lot we can sort of just skim over when we go back through this. But hello to David Devlin in the chat. Hello, Pecan P. Hello, Kelladry Jane. Nice to have you all. Let's just get right into it. So, first up, we're going to do Bethesda's... hello, Razumi. Hello, Joshua Caleb. Hello to all the people. Let me make sure I turn this volume down in my ears. So, the first 40 minutes of Bethesda's press conference is nothing particularly exciting. I do want to watch this intro video because I think there are some really interesting quotes. So I'm going to turn the volume up for this.
With a game, there is no game without the players.
Really, it all comes down to you.
みんなと一緒以外は考えられない。
Without you, there is no game.
There's no one to play it.
No one to interact with it.
意味がないよ。
You keep us in check.
Yeah, this is the start of a theme for this first 40 minutes of the conference. There's a lot of very gentle apologising. You keep us in check. I think there's at least 2 more in this opening montage.
And we appreciate that. And through all of it,
You're always there with us.
You are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
You're definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel. Yep.
Your feedback sometimes challenges us, but...
Yeah, your feedback sometimes challenges us. I think that's probably enough to show there. I think this is an interesting... I'm glad that they acknowledge their problems, I suppose. Yeah, it's a whole thing. To Arachnovolt, I'm not going to show any of the plot things. I'm purely going to talk about game reveals for Devolver. I'm going to make sure not to spoil any of the, actual thing that you watch the Devolver one for. But, yeah, I kind of agree with the chat that this seems a little passive-aggressive. It's a little non-apology-ish. It's very like, haha, isn't it so fun that we're doing a bit of an apology without actually It's like, we acknowledge that we did a thing that was bad and you told us what we did wrong and we acknowledge that. We're not going to say we're wrong, but thank you for telling us your sometimes challenging opinions about our games. I do enjoy when we actually get into the crowd, and I want to jump ahead to this moment if I can get there. I'm not sure how far it is in. God, is it a whole 3 minutes in? Is it this far in? It feels like Pete Hines forgot he was meant to be fucking hosting this conference, because as you're about to see, he just he was sat in the crowd. Oh. We'll get there in a second. He just gets up from the 5th row to walk up to the stage.
Welcome Bethesda's
Here he goes.
Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Oh, it's me. I'm in the crowd. It seems just such a, I don't know. It seems like it's trying to be like, I'm one of the fans. I'm just like you. So from here, I'm just gonna skip ahead a bit. We get to Todd Howard comes on stage 4 minutes in. Fallout 76 was a lacking game at launch, and we got well-deserved criticism. We get a lot of Elder Scrolls Blades stuff. Let me skip ahead. Here's Todd Howard sort of not apologising for Fallout 76 being rough at launch. Just sort of dancing around an apology. So yeah, what's new for Elder Scrolls Blades?
A brand new Dragon quest line.
Solo battle arenas, new jewellery, a quest line about dragons. It's getting a Switch port later this year. I don't think they said when, but we got a Switch trailer. Got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So the game's coming to Switch, it's getting motion controls, it's sometime this autumn. It will be free on Switch. Now, they call it free. If you've played Elder Scrolls Blades, it is monetized to hell with microtransactions. So when they say this is free on Switch, they mean, like, it's free if you don't mind waiting, like, 36 hours between being able to do things unless you pay. But, you know, it's a phone game on Switch, I suppose. It has crossplay and cross-progression, if you care about that. Then we skip ahead. We're going to get to Fallout 76 in a second. Yeah, I agree with the chat. As Nintendo calls it, free to start. Free to start is the right way to talk about this. Okay, where's this Fallout trailer? Basically, long and short of it... I'm going to turn that down. Fallout 76 Wastelanders is a free expansion, which is basically the second year of the game. It's set in some kind of Appalachian dig site. Oh my god, I can't believe what they tried to tout as selling points. I want to wait for this fucking splash screen to come up so I can quote read it. But basically, human NPCs that have stories and quests and that you interact with that are stories and not just, like, data logs about the story. That's the big selling point. They put some fucking Fallout in your Fallout game. Let's skim ahead. I just want this, I just want the thing where it tells us the marketing selling points, because it just is kind of hilarious. Here we go. Human NPCs, a new main quest, choice and consequences, the things that you expect out of a Fallout game, they're putting them in Fallout. It's coming this fall. It seems like they're going, hey, we realised that our first year didn't have any actual, like, fucking Fallout game in it, so year 2, we're putting Fallout in the game. There's going to be a free weekend from June 10th to 17th, so I suppose that's starting, like, today for the UK, tomorrow if you're in America. And part of that free weekend is something called the Nuclear Winter mode, which I will skip ahead a bit so we can get to the trailer for that. There's really not too much we need to focus on in this. Nuclear Winter is basically a Battle Royale mode. It's coming for free. They say that there's a sneak peek of this Battle Royale mode during this free week. The free week makes sense. They're basically trying to go, hey, please look at our game. Please look at all the stuff we've added to it since we launched it with nothing. But yeah, you can try out a Battle Royale mode to see who can be the leader of Vault 51, I believe is the deal. Yeah. We get a good 20 minutes in and it's still just, okay, Battle Royale, sort of CG trailer, you can fight each other. Shinji Mikami shows up. I'm intrigued by this game, even if it's a CG trailer, we don't really know much about it. So what is it called? Shinji Mikami's new game is called Ghostwire Tokyo. It's apparently an action-adventure game, where you fight supernatural enemies in Tokyo. Can we get ahead to the trailer? Trailer's in here somewhere. Basically, all the humans seem to be sort of just vanishing. Oh, this woman.
I'll do my best to speak in English.
She's so lovely. Can I just say, this woman seems like genuinely sincere and lovely, and I want her to host all of the E3 press conferences from now on. She seems the sweetest. I don't know who she is. I believe she's Shinji Mikami's protege, new protege. I believe is the deal. So yeah, people are disappearing en masse in the streets. There's sort of demons, samurai, sort of folklore monsters showing up, and you fight them with a bow and arrow and magic, it seems. We do get a look at our protagonist in a moment. Yeah, lots of people. The people are disappearing, not their clothes. A little bit end of the world. Where are you? Where are you, bow and arrow protagonist boy? Here he is. So he's got a bow and arrow. I don't think we actually see him use it in the trailer. I say he. I we don't know who the protagonist is. We see them do some kind of energy blast in a second, skipping ahead. Yeah, some kind of demon mask. Yeah, he does some kind of energy blast. So magic and or bow and arrows. It looks cool. I don't really know much about it. Again, a lot of this, like, the first 40 minutes of this conference are all either updates on live service games or CGI trailers. Because, like, as interesting as this game probably will be, I wish we'd seen something more indicative of what the actual moment-to-moment gameplay is like. Right, continuing with the live services, we get on to Elder Scrolls Online. More trailers of people who like playing Bethesda games. More people talking on stage. More person talking on stage. Continues to talk on stage. Can we get to that trailer? Okay, so elsewhere, Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere recently got released. It added a Necromancer class. This new trailer shows the aftermath of a dragon attack. A cat fights a dragon for several minutes, and apparently, like, it's a cliffhanger, and we'll get a sequel to it at some point. The new expansion will be called Dragonhold, and we'll get information at QuakeCon. Like, this is a cool CGI trailer, but again, like, this tells me nothing about your video game. The dragon got taken down, the cat lady fell off it. Tell me what your expansion for your game has. Don't show me a trailer of a woman fighting a dragon and then say, like, nothing else. Like, this first 35 minutes of the conference is really not anything. Okay, let's get to the next announcement that I thought was going to be exciting and then turned out not to be. Let's talk about Commander Keen. Commander Keen is an old early 90s game that people remember very fondly. It was an early id game, and the new version of it... So let's talk about the trailer first. This trailer looks adorable. This is the twin kids of Commander Keen, who are both called Billy, different spellings of Billy. Initially watching this trailer, I was like, the art style looks fun, this could be a silly little game. It looked almost like it was going to be a side-scroller, because, like, there's moments here where it looks a bit side-scrollery. Your kids that are big inventors, but let me just jump ahead to the actual gameplay, because when we see the actual game, it looks like a slow jumping up between platforms game. It just doesn't look in the slightest interesting. Just watch these slow jumps and there's a reason they're not showing you the screen full on here. It's like this game looked interesting until I saw the gameplay. It just doesn't look good. Yeah, let's move past this. Then we get a trailer for the Elder Scrolls card game. Again, it's more live servicey updates. The trailer doesn't really tell us anything much. It's a live action trailer. Oh no, he got pulled into the game world. It's such an immersive card game.
If you enjoy other card games for
right, where do we get? 40 minutes in. Rage 2 is getting new stuff this week. We got a fun 90s style sitcom trailer. Legends of Elsewhere expansion for the card game. You can go on their website and look at some of the cards now if you like. Okay, so Rage 2 is apparently getting an expansion that will have weekly updates, including a bunch of cheats and new weapons and areas. So I missed some of these because they went very fast when I was trying to make notes. So there's a cool sandworm enemy. What are these new cheat codes? Bloody mess, so everything explodes into loads of blood. Low gravity, that seems quite fun. Rejector seat, The mech is apparently rideable, pilotable mech, yeah. The skull motorcycle? Yeah, like none of these look like bad things. The armadillo, it's more content for the game. We continue to scroll through in a second. Yeah, Rise of the Ghosts is this new expansion, and it's apparently bringing weekly new content.
That's my next tattoo.
Yeah. New enemies. Yeah, that's the sandworm enemy. A lot of this is repeating what they just told us. Pilotable mech, they told us that a minute ago. The pilotable mech does look pretty fucking rad. I'm always up for cheats that make the game silly and ridiculous. Like, this looks like fun stuff to add into the game.
Got a tremendous surprise for you all.
Yeah? This is pretty fun. New enemy faction, new abilities and weapons. Just more Rage 2. If you were enjoying Rage 2, there's more of it. Oh yeah, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. I completely forgot that existed. It's a VR game. You play as a French hacker controlling war machines to fight Nazis. First-person Nazi shooting from a mech, coming out in July. I enjoy VR games set in mechs. I will totally play this. Youngblood. Does Youngblood have a... Yeah. Let's have a look. Wolfenstein Youngblood got a new trailer, and I do want to pause on that because I want to show some things off in that trailer. Come on, let's get to the trailer. Let's get to the trailer. Nope, not there yet. There's an awful lot of talking in this particular press conference. Okay, I want to pause when we get a good shot of these protagonist gals, because I am all about these two new protagonists. Okay, so I am enjoying these like cyber suit things they've got going on. Let me step. I'm trying to do stepping back in the trailer. Come on. Let me see that first gal. Where are you? I missed her again. I am apparently doing no good at actually finding this woman that I want to show you. Come on. Just back a few more frames. Okay, so I'm enjoying short blonde-haired lady and her sort of black emo fringe sister. I like both of these. They seem like they should be playing some Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge era My Chemical Romance while they murder Nazis. And I'm totally all about that. I like the fact that they confirmed that the game will be playable single player if you don't want to do it in co-op. I assume you'll have an AI teammate in that case. It's set in the 80s. Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi Paris. I do want to say one thing that I'm really happy about. They announced that the game is releasing on July 26th, and they announced the Switch version for that date as well. A while ago they said that the Switch version would be day and date with the other console versions. I was quietly expecting it to be a little bit like a Dark Souls Remastered situation, where very close to launch it would get pushed back and the Switch version would be delayed, but it is really cool to see a Bethesda first-person shooter come to Switch on the same day as other platforms. Bethesda seems to really be working hard to get their games like release parity on Switch, which is really nice for next-gen games. If you pre-order, you apparently get a buddy pass to play with someone. That is really nice. Hooray! So you can give someone else a pass to play co-op with you. Oh, what was the other game that did that? A Way Out, I think, did that, which was the co-op prison escape game. Gave you a little pass so that someone else could play it with you. Yeah, that's always really nice. Oh, let's get to the coolest looking game of the conference next. This is by far the best looking thing of the conference. Arcane Studios' new game, Deathloop. I want to put this trailer on if I can get there. Come on, where's the trailer? Somewhere around here. Stop showing concept art. Right, so, set in a time of madness, there are two main characters, Colt and Juliana. It's set in a place called Black Reef. I'm really curious with these two people, can you pick which of them to play as? Do you play as both of them at different points in the story? Or are you playing as one of these two, and one of them will be declared like the person who is the correct one? Lots of sci-fi structures, riots in the streets, two black protagonists, one male, one female, and they're stuck in a time loop. As I said during my Microsoft Not Quite live stream, I fucking love time loop narratives. So, these two characters are two assassins who want to murder each other. One thinks that murdering the other will maintain the time loop. The other thinks murdering the other will stop the time loop. They both want to murder each other to either prevent or maintain or stop the time loop. And it seems really cool. Like, it seems so cool, I don't even care we didn't get gameplay, because they apparently have cool psychic powers, and they're assassins, and they want each other to be dead, and you play through a time looping narrative. It seems really fucking rad. Yeah, I want to know whether you can pick which side to play as, maybe if you skip back and forth between the two sides. I want to know more about this game. Tell me more about this game. It is by far the coolest thing that they showed. It's from the Dishonored team. They make good stuff. They make fun to play stuff. Yeah. It's a real fucking rad looking game. Right, we can kind of skim through the next section as well. So the next thing up is Orion, which, how do I put this? Orion basically sounds like it is middleware for developers that works with any game engine to basically improve streaming performance. It's a middleware that seemingly is why games like Doom Eternal are able to run really well on Stadia. They specifically mention Project xCloud for Microsoft as well. The numbers they threw out, the games run 20% faster per frame, require 40% lower bandwidth, makes it cheaper to stream games, both for the consumer and the developer. It seems like this is the tech that is like, you know, people are looking at Stadia and going, how are you getting low latency to work right? It seems like Bethesda basically went, here's some middleware, give this to all your developers, this is what will make games stream right from your data centers. And that seems like a very GDC announcement more than an E3 announcement, that you've got middleware for developers that's making streaming work, but for stuff that's public facing that came out of that, Doom 2016 was shown running at 60 FPS on a phone. Apparently tonight, like right now, if you go and join the Doom Slayers Club, you will be one of the first people who gets to try out streaming Doom 2016 over the internet. So that's cool if you want to find out how that works. Yeah, just a lot of talking about their middleware tech, which seems, as I said, a really weird choice for an E3 conference. I want this phone mount for the Xbox One controller though. Like that might make streaming games to phones playable. I don't want to use a touch screen to play Doom. Yeah, go to slayersclub.com. And that's apparently how you get in to be the first ones to try this streaming port. Then we get Doom Eternal footage. I think this is the pretty much the end. Yeah, this is the end. So I might as well just talk over this one. Doom Eternal got a trailer. It unsurprisingly looks fast, frantic, and fun. It looks like more Doom 2016, which is super okay. That was fab. I enjoyed that a lot. It releases on November 22nd. We know a few things about it. The collector's edition will have a helmet. The helmet's wearable, if that's a thing you're fussed about. Its new multiplayer mode is uncreatively called Battle Mode. 2 players control demons and 1 person controls a slayer. Demons, it seems a little like Evolve. All the demons have like unique move sets and ways they behave. You can summon in AI demons. It's an asynchronous multiplayer thing. More info's coming at QuakeCon. And that's honestly everything. We got little name drops for Starfield and the Elder Scrolls, basically to say, yep, they're in development. 1v2 does feel weird. You're kind of right. Dr. Juice in the chat, will the helmet be delivered in a nylon bag? I think the helmet itself will be made of nylon, that's my guess. But yeah, I'm going to move over shortly to the Devolver Digital Conference, but before I do, does anyone have any comments or questions about the Bethesda conference? And we'll talk those through now while I'm here. Let's have a look at what's going on in the chat. Oh, thank you, Isaviel, for the sub. Super appreciate that.
The executive producer of Doom Eternal.
Yeah, Pecan P. So many people's hearts were broken with that mobile game being revealed to be a mobile game. If Commander Keen had been an actual platformer reboot, it might have been interesting.
As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom. It's an entire.
What else have we got? November's going to be absolutely nuts. Jedi Fallen Order, Doom Eternal, and Pokemon. Yeah, good point, Arachnivolt. That's going to be a heckin' month. Lump of Deformity asks, what's my favourite announcement here? Definitely Deathloop. Deathloop is the only thing that got me, like... Deathloop is the only thing in the Bethesda conference that felt new. Felt like we didn't know what it was, but that the trailer gave an actual sense of why I should care about the narrative. It felt like it was something new and fresh from a team that I know do good work, so... That was my only real takeaway. Like, I want to know what Ghostwire Tokyo is, but right now I don't know enough to get excited about it. Yeah. I'm sure that I'm looking forward to playing Doom Eternal and Wolfenstein Youngblood. Doom looks like more Doom, so it's hard to get like too excited. And Wolfenstein Youngblood, we've known about for a while. It looks really cool. But it's coming out so soon anyway that like I just want to go and play it now. So yeah, I think this is probably a good place for us to wrap up our chat of the Bethesda conference. There's allegedly another 20 minutes of this video, but I think it's just 20 minutes of Doom gameplay if I remember. Yeah, we get footage for more things. That's about it. Yeah, more sizzle reels of people